And go. Do you see the remote for that TV from me? No, that's not it. I missed that a little bit. Hey guys, top to bottom at you. Hey Ron. Yes, the internet hates me. I'm just still trying to set up things. We did a little impromptu today. We're gonna just do a little display, a little impromptu pop-up type shop. Since we're in the house today, normally we would be out and about under our tent, but it's not that kind of day today. So I'm just trying to give everybody a chance to hopefully come in. I can go over some information, do a little Q&A, show everybody what we have on the table. And I normally have two tables, so I think it's looking a little cluttered here. How is everybody doing? Everything looks nice. Great video. Thank you, Ron. How's everything going? Look what I got, even though I know you already got it. I made some more to magic. It says the other one sold. Oh, let me just try to line up some of these here. Any plans for the weekend, Ron? Oh wait, this is the Indian rose. I mean, I'm going to go through some of these items anyway individually because I know it's going to be very difficult to really see what's going on. But if anyone has any questions about what's on the table, feel free. Hello to the Facebook world if you're in there. I know we are also streaming on Facebook. Just in case. Which one is this? This is the deep detox, and this one is the beard. Jason G, woo hoo hoo. Just for real. Hi there. Thank you for coming in. Dover Dogs, nice to see you. Yes, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the share. I mean, it wasn't technically scheduled, so like in the title says impromptu. So just one of those things. So hey, K Judah Show. Shalom, shalom. Thank you for popping through. I'm just doing an impromptu shop here for anyone who either wants to get some products or learn about some products, have questions about the company, have questions about myself. Dover Dog said he need to get some product. You running low. What are you running low on, Dover Dog? Let's see here. Hey, Dylan, top to bottom is live. Mm-hmm. K. Judith says all the products are awesome. Thank you. I mean, I try. I really try. I mean, my main goal is to make stuff that brings the nutrients into the skin. That's the main basis of my reasoning for the madness of my formulations. Face wash body. I need to get some deodorant too. Yes, yes, yes. The deodorant. I still have to get supplies so that I can make the deodorant. So I'm low on some of the supplies for that. I have to get the containers, the magnesium. I still have zinc and all the other products. But until I can get a bulk order of that, that's when I can make that. We're still very small, company, and you know how it is, that entrepreneur life. Face wash and body wash. Oh yeah, speaking of body wash, I'm almost out. Thank you for your support for that. So right now what I have made is the calendula, and after that I think I may have a container for one more calendula and two more hibiscus. So say if you want to get the hibiscus, you can go online and order that one. It should be stating it's available. I just have to make it, but I have everything there for it. Hey, Todd, Maz, and chat. Happy Friday. Hey, Lions Pride. Thank you for stopping through. I appreciate that. I'm trying to see here if there's anything on the Facebook side. Oh, Joyce came in here. Hey, T to B, I've got you in the background. Nice setup you have today. Yes, world away from here. Thank you. And world away from here says ditto. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Oh, were you able to get access to the handbook? I was getting alerts that people were able to get some of the free guidebook. For those who don't know, there is a free guidebook on porosity in here. Just it's more like a quick tip. I'm working on something really more extensive, but this is like to get you started with understanding how it works. And yeah, that one is going to be more extensive for the hair and for the skin, because it's going to be talking about different challenges, different conditions as well. And it will have a journal on the back of that, attached to that one. So that one's just taking me a little bit more time to make sure that everything there is proper and correct. And I wanted to get some feedback from other people who are experiencing different things because everyone has a different experience, different challenges. So Ron says that he's in the background because he started driving. Be safe, Ron. Thank you. Let's see here. So I didn't really have much of a plan today, but I did say since I have the table up, let me come up live. Maybe there were some people, if the algorithm moves, who were interested. If anyone has any questions, if there's something that, say, if you did use something before and maybe you just need some clarity on how to use it, or if there's something on the top to bottom line that you're interested in, you want to learn more about it, that is also something you can ask about today. But for right now, what I'll say is what I have here right in the front is Ron's Afro Magic. It's the herbal infused hair butter cream. These are the last two of this size. I know there were some people who mentioned that they wanted it, um, but until they put the order in, I can't hold it. If someone else wants it and they put the order in, then it is what it is. But what I did provide was a smaller container for those who wanted a smaller container. Since I have these, I still have these containers. I don't know if you can see this one here. It's also on the website in this container. So these two large containers, these are the last two large containers. I wasn't sure. I know Joyce had mentioned before that she was considering using the hair butter cream as like a rinse out, like a deep condition and rinse out. And I was curious to know, Joyce, if you're able to let me know. Did you start that already? Or did you try it out? And was it too heavy for you? Um, because this is a very rich cream. So if you have high porosity here, this is definitely good for that. I have low porosity hair, but my hair still tolerates that very well. And I tend to use it like when I'm slicking down my buns or if I'm gonna braid or twist my hair. I like to use that. And then for a lighter, also very deep moisturizing is the avocado butter because avocado butter tends to absorb very well. Plus, it has the barbasu oil, and this one has the silk proteins in it. So this is also, and this one here is the mango, I believe. I don't have my glasses. Where are my glasses? And then I have the original one that I first did, which has more like citrus, like ylang ylang and lemongrass and things like that. So if you like that clean scent, I have two of those available. I think most of like the creams and stuff I try to make to order. These were recently made, so that's why I'm okay with this one. Selling these, and I also have the the body custards, the cocoa butter body custards. Those I tend to like to make to order as well, but I went ahead and made these because I was going to bring them out to the pop up. So right now I have peachy cashmere, which is a fan favorite. Cocoa vanilla is another one. Mango madness. I recently got an order for that one, and the lavender. I got two cocoa vanillas actually available. So two cocoa vanillas. And those are the regular sizes. And then I have the mini ones. So if you want smaller ones, I do have, what did I have here? Peachy, cashmere, and cocoa vanilla available in the mini sizes. They're still pretty good. It's still pretty good size. And I have some unscented ones for those who don't want any fragrance. There's always the option for unscented when it comes to things like that. Let's see here. Ah, I'm just trying to see here. So definitely share, please share the live to see if maybe someone else is interested in learning about top to bottom products and how we formulate. This here is the Amla conditioning bar, which is very good in nutrients, and it has a lot of slick. It has a lot of conditioning properties, and they're great to travel with. These things here are great to travel with because you have your shampoo. What is this one? That one, I think I had a shampoo here. I should have had a shampoo. This one is the shampoo, and that one's the conditioner. The shampoo is a soap nut, and it has a lovely, lovely aroma, and it lathers nicely and rinses clean. It's gentle but effective, if that makes any sense. And then we have the Brightening Beauty Bars. This is a different packaging. As you see, before I used to have it in the craft box. I think I have a few still in the craft box, but we started putting it in these seals to keep it from drying out. And so we kind of like these better. So the Brightening Beauty Bars have kojic acid, which helps to clear away the dark spots, the turmeric, and the green gram, which work together to clear away the dark spots. It also has a lemon peel. It also has other different oil properties. In for the washing part, it has oats and it has goat milk. And if anyone's familiar with goat milk, that's also very excellent for the skin. So, what else we have here? I'm not sure how well you can see the items on the page here. I mean, not on the page, the items on the table. Let's see here. We have the Indian rose, my baby, with roses and hibiscus. And it has some other herbs and spices in there too. But the main thing is the hibiscus and the roses. That's what starts to give it that tint, that amber tint, and changes the consistency of the oil because were all light oils in there. And then the flowers and the herbs start to kind of change it, give it some kind of richness to it. So that's very good also for softening the hair, softening the body, and that's an all around use. Hair, skin. Even if you need to put something on your face, you can just do like a drop of that. That works. Oh, okay, Lions Pride. Thank you. Okay, and thank you. You're at work, so I mean, if you have any questions in between, feel free to to shoot them by. And what else do I have? I have Slippery Rose. Since we're dealing with roses, I have the shampoo, which is always a good one. That one has a lot of slip. That one has African black soap in it, but it doesn't feel like African black soap because it's not drying. That one is has a lot of slip, and it is infused with the flax seeds, and it has, of course, the roses, and then it has some quality oils that are actually, they have cleansing properties, but they also help to provide the slip and the moisture along with the flax, the the, the I guess you could say mucilage from the flax, which helps with the cleansing and the detangling process. So that's why I like that one a lot. But I do have another version of a rose shampoo for those who don't want African black soap in their shampoo for whatever reason. Sometimes it's just because the hair is dyed, and African black soap is known to kind of, take your color out, I guess, in a certain way. We're winding down, so I'm in and out. You're explaining the products well. Thank you. You know I hate being on camera, line pride. I'm busting it through. I'm busting it through. Let me see if it's going over here on Facebook. Let's see who's peeking in. Hello, 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 everyone from Facebook. Yeah, so I actually had the rinse out conditioner, but someone bought that last one on the last sale we did. I think it was the flash sale. Someone had bought that. No, it was outside under the tent. Yeah, someone bought that last one. And then I got to make more. So I think that one I have as a make to order. So if you want like the combination, you can always go on the website and get that one. But if you just want the deep conditioner, some people like to skip the rinse and get straight to the deep conditioner. I do have the Slippery Road Deep Repair. Do I have one here? Yeah. And this one is nice because, of course, it has the benefits of the roses, as you can tell with the pink tint. All my stuff is infused. I believe in infusions. I don't like just putting water and there's no benefit. I don't put any silicones in the products because the silicones tends to block the nutrients. It gives you the illusion of something working or something feeling nice, but the actual nutrients is not getting in. So, and a lot of times there's not too much of nutrients on the market if they just put like 2 drops of some kind of extract and or a color or a scent, and then they'll market it as it's the main ingredient. So I like to make sure that the benefit of the actual plant, herb, flower is going in. And that's why I like the herbal infuse a lot too, because it has a lot of great herbs with the cloves, the fenugreek, the photin, the moringa. All of that is in the base. And it's infusing with the rosemary, of course, as well. And then you have the spearmint to open up the scalp and the follicles. So that's always nice. So with the Slippery Rose, this one is pardon me, I don't have my glasses. I believe this is the one that has the artichoke. This one should have the artichoke in there because I found out that's another nice way of strengthening the hair without giving protein overload for those who are very sensitive to protein. The artichoke and the bamboo. I believe the paradise I did with the bamboo, the Slippery Rose I did with the artichoke. Uh, what else we got? If you want like a refresher, daily refresher, we got this aloe vera, rosemary, and it was very interesting trying to formulate with this one because you see a lot of people mixing these things up online, making a DIYs, which I'm all for it. I always started off with DIYs as well, but once you start getting to the point where you are not either using it fast or if you need to sell it, you have to be very careful with things that can go bad quickly. Formulating with food, you got to be very careful of the bacteria growth. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not growing. So you got to be very careful. So I'm all for, you whipping up your little thing, sticking it in the fridge, and you better use it within that week. But it starts to oxidize, it starts to grow a few weird things. Once you add water to a product, you got to be very careful. So when I did this version of this spray, I make sure that the aloe vera, the conditioning agents, and everything else was not only organic and plant based, but also cosmetic grade. And then even the preservative is a plant based. So that way you don't have to worry about things growing in your scalp. So this one I really like because it has a nice light silky feel to it. But of course, the base is with the aloe vera and the infused rosemary. So it is getting in. It's getting in and doing what it needs to do. Kind of like a tea rinse. So, but this is a leave-in. You leave it in, and it has the conditionings in there. Sometimes it, depending on the type of hair you have, it can provide some type of slip. If you just need to freshen, say a lot of people with locks, they really love this one. If you have braids and you just want to spritz the braids in between the parts to keep it from drying out, or even the ends, keep the ends, you know, from drying out, you can do that and then seal it with either a butter or a hair lotion, or what's coming soon. I do have my cayenne infused hair grease, and I think I'm doing another hair grease. I have a few of them, but the cayenne is going to be the first one to come out. And it is petroleum free. It and I chose that because I want you to be able to use it on your scalp. And a lot of times you don't know where the petroleum is being sourced from nowadays. It used to be a time where, it wasn't too questionable. Now it is. So you got to be real careful. So if anyone has any questions about me, the company, the products, feel free. Jump on in. Type, 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 type. Okay. What I did have that I just added to the website, I was only selling it at the pop-up shops outside, was the aroma therapy balls and the fragrance balls, because people were asking for perfumes, and I was very iffy about dealing with perfume oils without knowing the source of the fragrances, because there's a lot of them that are not safe and are carcinogenic. So you just got to be careful. So I had to really look and make sure that any fragrances that we use um, comply with the standards. I think it's, what is it? The IFC standards, where they regulate to see which ones are safe for the lungs, which ones cause allergens, which ones are safe for the skin, which one is safe for diffusers and things like that. Because everything is, it's not equal. And then we also have, I'll just name the ones that I have available because I did sell some. So the ones that I have left of the perfume rollerballs is I have the cocoa peach, which is very nice. I have blueberry orchid. Just a moment. Let's get up this. My hand. Pardon me. I suck at charades. Which one to push? This one? Oh, my total was tipped over. Why you didn't tell me? All right. Now, what was I saying here? The fragrance. Which ones I have here? I said the cocoa peach, the blueberry orchid. I blended those myself. Frankincense and myrrh and baby powder, since that tends to be a fan favorite. The baby powder also, you can get that in the oil sprays and the oil body gels. And then I have, of course, the aromatherapy blends, which I like. I blended these essential oils to pinpoint and trigger certain aspects of the brain. Which one is this one? I have the one for inhale. Of course, that's going to have a lot of mint, different versions of mint in it. I have spirituality, and I have calmness and happy feelings. I think that was it. I think it was just four of them. Yeah, I sold out of a lot of the happy feelings because it's, I guess, they made people happy. So I think I have two of those left. Let's see here. Spirituality and calm. So I talked about the face. I didn't get into the serums yet because I do formulate the serums as well. If anyone is familiar with alpha hydroxy acid, hydroxy acids. Now these things they come from a natural source and they are made to be an exfoliant for your skin. Sometimes, well, most of the time it's used to get rid of the old layer, resurface a new layer to get that dullness off and turnover for proper cell turnover. So, like you have the vitamin C. The vitamin C is this one here. I have the roses and passion fruit with niacinamide. And then, of course, I have my Toda rose hip seed oil or elixir. This one has squalene, and it does have a little bit of vitamin C in it. It has the vitamin C is stable because sometimes people will, I don't know if you've seen people do DIYs and they throw some ascorbic acid in there, um, and then they don't get the right one. It's not cosmetic grade, and then what happens? The quality deteriorates. So, what else we got here? And this one here is the keratin. This is a keratin scalp serum. It's great for the scalp and the hair, and actually for the nails too. Like if you have weak nail beds and things like that, this the keratin is really nice with that. It also has like it has vitamin D, and this one is good. It has natural frankincense, the actual frankincense essential oil in there as well, and that helps like with bacteria, itch, and different things like that. And then the keratin to restore. So like if you use your if you wear your hair straight, it's also good for that. Like sometimes like you want to get a silk press and you want to keep it, you want to get some nutrients in, but you want to not get it to revert after you spent all that money and time to get it straight. This is also good for that because there's no water. It's anhydrous. So you can put it some in your hair, put it in your scalp, wrap your hair, even put it on your ends, you know, to, lengthen that time that you need in between any trims, especially if you're prone to split ends. So that's great for that. Um, also, It's good for the edges too. I mean, the hair growth oils is also good for the edges. But like if you just want one thing, then you can just pick which one you want. This one is a little richer in consistency. You only need a little bit. I would just recommend just to put a little and rub it in your hands first, and then just kind of let it run down. Like bring it from the scalp and bring it down. Hopefully, you will be at the Friday fountain. Who, me, or you saying someone else? The Friday fountain is in our town. We have events and everything, so vendors come out, which we're gonna definitely be trying to hit some of these events, especially like with the candles, the way the season, for the fall season. We do have our candles here, even though it was like my idea to incorporate candles into the company. I don't even feel comfortable sometimes talking about it because my husband has become such a connoisseur with it that I feel like I'm giving it a disservice. But I can say that it is 100% soy. It is hand poured. The soy is USA. Our supplier is USA. And our fragrances are safe for the lungs and IFC compliant. We also have things for, he may come in a little later or jump in a little later on and talk about the candles whenever he's ready. I'm not sure when he's going to do that. Bring the pop up to Friday Fountain in the city. Okay. We're definitely going to be traveling around with the pop up. So now let's see. Let's talk about some men stuff, which I do plan to have some more of that in the future. But for right now, I do have, I created this conditioning beard. It's called the Beard Souffle. And I named it that because of the consistency. When it came out, I said, oh, this kind of looks like a dessert. So after I finished whipping it up. So this is definitely made to penetrate the hair, is not to slap on and just coat it and then make it heavy and way down. This is to soften the hair. This is to actually get in and not only help with the hair, but help with the skin underneath. If you're dealing with any issues of ingrown hair, and prior to using that, you would want to use the beard wash because the beard wash will help get all the gunk out. If you're dealing with any bacteria, which tends to cause the ingrown hairs and the clogged pores, that helps to pull all of that out. This is also African black soap, but this is infused in elderberries, which is a high antioxidant, and it's really great in conjunction with the other ingredients, the kaolin clay, which is a soft detoxifier. So it can detoxify without drying out. That's why I use that as opposed to say a bentonite clay, you know, which sometimes can be too harsh on people's skin. So that's why I chose that one. I didn't want to dry the hair out, but I wanted a thorough cleanse. So once you use that, and then you would use the souffle to give that moisture. It's light, but it penetrates. So you actually do feel a difference in the hair. And then you top it off with one of these oils. I have two kinds. I have a stimulating one for those who are struggling. with filling in some of them spots in their, in their beard. It has a lot of stimulating ingredients in there, so you may feel some tingling. You know, it has hyaluronic acid, it has vitamin D, and all that good stuff, and babaso oil also to help penetrate. And then the nourishing one, which is also very great, but it doesn't have the stinging. It has more of like a sandalwood orange kind of smell. It's nice. Hard to describe. So that would be the beard regimen. It was kind of cool when we had the testimonial Sunday that passed, and how one of the gentlemen came in and finally said that he said he's finally using the regimen. So he actually brought the trio that has all three. That way he could stick to the regimen. So he liked that. Haha. Hi there. How's everyone doing? Just a moment. Just a message came in. Just a moment. Let's see here. But if you have any questions, I really would appreciate if you had any questions. And let's see here. Oh, now that I came out of that, back to business. So we spoke about the brightening beauty bars to remove the dark spots. We spoke about the shampoo and conditioning bars. We spoke about the other shampoo and the deep conditioner. We spoke about the men products. We spoke about the serums, the alpha hydroxy acids, and roughly a brief description on what it does. And I did not talk about the lip conditioner. Let me move this to the back. And for those who want the body wash, this if you want this calendula one, it will be gone. Just after that, I'm not sure when we will have a supply for that. So it's this and the two hibiscus. That's the last ones we have. So the conditioning lip conditioner, it has a nice mint feel to it, like a cool, no petroleum. The wax that I use is a cerebellum, cerebellina. I say cerebellum. I'm thinking science now. So the cerebellina wax has mango butter, it has hyaluronic acid to help bring the moisture in, and it has quality oils like pomegranate and a whole lot of other good things here. and you really feel the difference when you put that on your lips. And then I have the colors for those who wanted to just spice it up a little bit. And normally when I'm outside, I would have these little sample sticks, and then I would let the person know what the colors will look like, because sometimes you can't really tell inside the containers until it hits the air and you see what's really happening with those colors. So that's why I like to have those little popsicle sticks for that. So just a moment. I guess it's a tricky time to. Oh, I see somebody that came in here. Who's this? Z says hi. Hi, Z. Welcome to the chat. Do you have any questions? Everything here is handcrafted. I'll start off by saying that. Everything here is organic. I'll also say that. I make these items myself, except for the candles. My husband makes those. We have items safe for men, women, and children. I believe in infusing the bases to make sure that everything has rich ingredients in each product. So, like even with the face wash, like this one here is a passion fruit. This one is it smells great. It also doesn't dry. None of my face washes dry your face out. So you can get a good cleanse without drying the life out of your face. I think that's a big misconception, especially like if you have acne, that you have to, you know, dry yourself into an oblivion for it to work. Because what happens is when you over dry your skin, now your cells go into overdrive. And then they feel like they have to overproduce the sebum back in, and then it looks even worse. So you have to have a balance. And this one is great for a daily wash because it has the fruit in it from the passion flower extracts. But if you do have acne and you don't want a black African black soap, you can always use this one, which is great. It's a sunny citrus, which is smells just like it sounds, like sunshine in the morning. It has a grapefruit and orange in there infused. Once again, I make all the extracts myself, and I make them in forms of glycerites so that it does provide moisture as well. What are the scents for the beard? The beard wash. Well, the original scent. Oh, you said beard washes. I'm thinking beard souffle. There's only one scent here for the beard wash. This one here. It has a. I don't know how to describe it. It smells masculine. It has like a sandalwood, orangey. I guess because of the sweet orange and the frankincense that's in there. It's a nice, rich, masculine smell. That's how I get. I would have to ask a man how would they describe that. I know I like it. And the funny thing is, some of the women, they'll even start using their husband's beard wash, because of the smell. Now, if you want the detox one, um, cleansing wash, this one has more of lavender smell. They both have the black African black soap. They both have the elderberry. This one has charcoal, activated charcoal. Also, was it the beard washes you were talking about, or the beard conditioners? Because I know with the beard conditioner, I have um, the original is like a citrus scent. Then I have a frankincense and myrrh, and then I have mango. But right now on the table is the original citrus scent and the frankincense and myrrh. I hope that answered your question. So you like an earthy citrus? Describe that. What's an earthy citrus? I'm trying to imagine what that means. Because if you like a grapefruit, and this has like a grapefruit, it has orange. This is really nice, but like this is good. I mean, you don't have to have acne, but because it has salicylic acid in it, it's great for those who are struggling with acne prone skin. You don't have to have an actual breakout, but if you're prone to it already, it's nice to have. Maybe like I tend to go in between the two, or like I'll do one in the evening and um, one at night. I used to do the sunny citrus in the morning, and the passion fruit at night, and then I kind of switched it. I started the I started doing this one at night actually, because I feel like it's working. Like I still feel it actually working throughout the night. So once I do that and I put my toner on, and then I put one of the serums on, I usually put the vitamin C serum at night. So when I do that, it's like I feel it's still working. So I just leave it alone. Definitely an after the gym wash essential. Yes, yes, yes. And speaking of after the gym, we will hopefully soon we'll get these deodorants out going. It's a process. I'm just trying to see if there's anything going on the Facebook world. I think wait, I can't see past the little symbols. Hold on, I'm just trying to see the wording. So we do have a few of these small candles left. And I will go over the fragrances that we have so far. We have the sun washed, because we sold a few of them at the last sale. The lavender. We still have one large lavender left. It's this size, and it's actually marked down because it's a cotton wick. This one is fresh mocha, and this one is awesome. And another mini one we have is Snuggle. It has like a sweet but clean scent, like kind of like it sounds, like the Snuggle, like a fabric softener. And this one is also lavender. So we have two lavenders actually, and we have two sun washers left. One fresh mocha, and we have one lavender. So if you have any questions about the candles, let me know. I can bring the connoisseur in. I'd like to mention with the avocado lotion, the avocado hair lotion, the avocado butter hair lotion, is that it also has the oats. And I don't know if anyone's familiar with colloidal oats. If you ever had Aveeno, dealing with the itching, I don't know if you have, the home remedies about the put the oatmeal in the bath and all that stuff to help with your chicken pox or your the itchy skin. There's definitely something to that. And it also helps for drawing moisture into the hair shaft. So that's why I incorporated it with a lightweight lotion like this so that it didn't have to be so heavy in order for it to work. So a little dab will do you. This is great, especially for a daily. You see, like this season now where I wear my hair out a lot, I like to use this one. But then as it gets cold, I'll start tucking it under again. And then the silk proteins also provide a nice strengthening aspect to it, as well as the vitamin B5 that also helps with bringing in the hydration and moisture to the hair shaft. I don't have my glasses on, guys. I'm trying to read. Oh my gosh. Well, I just wanted to lay these things out. And if no one has any questions, I'm probably just going to wrap this up and then stay tuned for any announcements. I'll probably do this again in a couple of days. We're just trying to get our calendars together. And then I also have to make some more products. So if there's things that you do have questions or you're looking for, please reach out to me on the website chat. I do answer that. I have been getting some questions and I have been responding. And so I hope this helps. And also remember to click the link for the free guide if you just want to get some understanding about porosity, hair porosity, and the different stages of hair growth and hair types. Okay, so I think that'll be all. Because if you don't have any questions about the candles, I won't bring in the candle connoisseur. And I am going to hold on. I think that's what did that just come up? Hold on. Hold the line. If you know anybody who has like allergies, who has concerns with things on the market, if they're looking for a more accessible company, share the page, share the company, toptobottom.com. Okay, www.top the number two bottu for unique, as my husband would say, m.com. So you can give them that information. They can ask some questions because I really like to hear from people as far as what their hair and their skin needs are. I love formulating, and unfortunately, that kind of gets me in trouble because I get so engulfed in the creative stage. But I really want to be able to provide a healthier or a safer uh, option because a lot of times, I mean, some people still they don't care as long as it's glitzy and glammy or affordable. They really don't care what they put on their skin. But top to bottom are for those who actually care what goes into their skin because what goes into your skin goes into your body. Your skin is an organ. It is the largest organ, and they have cells that receive. So you want to make sure that you're not piling on different things, and now you wonder why you have an autoimmune um, issue and allergy issue, aka eczema, or all these other things. So it's not just about just your foods and other things that you're ingesting. It's also the daily things that you put on your skin, put on your hair, put on your scalp, put on your lips, and then you lick your lips, and then it's going into your system. So that was another reason why I decided to, when I made the lip conditioner, I was not going to do what everyone else was when they made the lip gloss, is mix it with that isobutylene. And that's not what I wanted to do. So I definitely wanted to consider that these are things that will be, ingested, whether you realize it or not. So if you definitely know someone who is interested in that, and if they're looking for other things, we have a plethora of products also on the website. Everything here is handmade, so of course I don't have bulks and bulks of stuff, you know, available here on the table, but we do have plenty of things to make. I usually like to make to order, especially the creams, because I like to send those out fresh. So let me see here. Something popped up. Just a moment. A message came into the website, so I'm just replying. So yeah, that's where top to bottom stands as far as our goal, and for those who really are concerned about making healthy products or using healthy products, because what I plan to do also is teach more about those hidden ingredients and the deceptive marketing strategies um, that are over the counter for those who are interested in learning that. That way, when they're reading labels, they can get a better understanding of what it is that they are putting into their system. And just because you are putting it on your skin does not mean that you're not putting it in your system. It will eventually go into the system. It doesn't matter if they tell you, oh, the molecules are too big, yada, 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 because 5 years from now, you'll be wondering why. And then later on, they'll be telling you, oh, yeah, now we got a class action suit because blah, 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 blah. So you need to stay aware of those things, okay? So I'm going to head off because there are no questions. Maybe I've already answered them. So I hope you all have a good weekend. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day today. And stay alert of any notifications to see when we have some more things coming up, whether it's educational, whether it's another pop up, whether we are running a sale in the future. And for those winners that won during the testimonial session, please make sure that you utilize your coupons before they expire. And I think that's pretty much it. Okay. All right, then, y'all. Y'all take it easy. Bye.